And here's the next couple of days for you, give you an idea. Upper 30s Monday through Wednesday on that front here, although a lot of sunshine. Cold morning lows with all of that as well. Not much traffic coming off the Pacific, as we mentioned earlier. That's going to be blocking the action even here for the Bay Area for a good 5 days or so. Now, this will start to break down a little bit as we get further up there, upstream. As far as bringing any rain with that, it doesn't look too likely until we get into the following early next week. I want to mention real quickly these winds. That'll be this afternoon. A little bit of an uptick on those winds around Solano County. It'll be just a little spurt of offshore winds through the balance of today. After that, it should subside a little bit and we won't have much more irritation. We have a lot of defense against that because of recent rains, and this doesn't last that long. It's also bringing in some colder air here that will settle over the next about 48 hours before there's a minor warm-up to midweek. Again, the traffic off the Pacific, you can see we're just blocked off of it. It breaks down by about Thursday, Friday. Here comes some scattered clouds our way. Looks to be fairly dry into next weekend here. The following week, maybe there's some hope there. At least the Pacific by that point starts to open up. Not a lot of variety in our 4-zone forecast, so that's somewhat typical with the winter months, but we sometimes see sunshine out like this, morning lows. We don't see a lot of deviation occurring with all of that too, so maybe compliments of some of the way the winds that were stirring things up overnight. 50s at the coast, a little chilly. Watch out for those sneaker waves today. 60 for Burlingame, 62 Foster City, Palo Alto, about 61 to the South Bay. Only about 60 or so, 57 Milpitas, East Bay Shoreline, 60-ish, and the same for Tri-Valley too. Pleasanton, Livermore, about 60, 60 for Dublin, 62 Walnut Creek and Danville, Concord at 62, Berkeley 59, Vallejo at 58. We're popping at 64 Fairfield, 61 for Napa, and 65 meanwhile for Santa Rosa. Dry is the word for most of the week as we look ahead here. Temperatures still pretty much settle in the lower to middle 60s. Thursday, there's the change. So the Pacific opens up by that point, sprays us with cloud cover and all, but as far as getting any of that moisture, looks like we'll be holding off on that. Lows, watch out early in the week. They do dip down to some of those lower 30-degree levels. We may hear about some frost advisory talk a little bit early on, but we'll stay in the 30s just about all week long. Sarah.